I want to talk about something a little personal. My dad's in the hospital, and he's going through a hard time with cancer. And I want to talk a little bit about that. And as you know, I've told this story a lot, that I wake up every single morning and I go for my coffee and I ask for a double espresso with a smiley face. And I may or may not have told you, in this format anyway, that the reason I started to do that was approximately 8 years ago when I went through my lawsuit and I lost a lot of everything I had worked all my life for. I was pretty depressed. I was on the couch and I was curled up, and I didn't think life would be that sad. Yeah, I never thought life could be that deep, that dark. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. And because I couldn't sleep, I would wake up, take my bike because that's all I had, and drive in 10 kilometers to the Starbucks on Main Street and ask for a double espresso. And I would have that double espresso and sit there in silence. I would, just listen to music and journal a bit. And then eventually I started to say, what can I do? Because I wanted to give back to my community. What can I give back? And I came up with a concept called maybe I could give a smile, because I didn't have any money, so I could give that. So I basically started going to Dawn to the Starbucks and asking the barista for a double espresso with a smiley face. And this most amazing thing happened is the barista started to look at me, look at my eyes, and then smile. And it gave me this sense of belonging, this sense of, hi Bob, this sense of alignment, this sense of being part of something bigger than myself. It seemed that I was making a difference in someone's life. Someone's, that was just doing coffee, but now she was doing coffee for me personally. And I started seeing something different. And I didn't realize the impact or the value that little action had until last night. And because I do a lot of videos, as you know, I'm a bit fanatic. And most people comment not on the content or on the way my hair looks or on the shirt I'm wearing or my, scenery. They usually cinematic experiences. Most people comment on two things: the way I smile and laugh, and my eyes. And I didn't realize what that meant, right? And I'm reading these books. I've read this book several times, Man's Search for Meaning from Viktor Frankl. And we keep, as human beings, keep looking for what is the meaning of life. So we do things, right? We build things, we work, we write books to justify our existence, to justify our purpose, which is all good stuff. There's nothing wrong with, great shot, right? Right? There's nothing wrong with having purpose and having that. That's called good stuff. But what happens when, you get hurt and your legs doesn't work, so you can't, do the physical things that you used to? Or what happens when you're in bed and you can't write the book anymore because your eyesight or your handwriting or your creativity is not there? What is the purpose in life when you are ridden with everything that you believed mattered to you? Yeah. But when we don't understand as human beings, as you read the book, The Intelligent Gene, is a beautiful book. It tells you that we evolve as humans by two ways: by giving our DNA to our kids. That's one way, we all understand that, right? That's how we get our genes, and we look like our father and our mothers and our grandparents and our siblings, right? But what we don't understand is the narrative, the stories that we hear that are handing down from our grandparents and our fathers and mothers. The things that we tell ourselves have an effect on our life, on our longevity, on our diseases, on our quality of life. It has an effect on how we see things, how we do things. It has more an effect, actually, or at least 50%, than DNA. It changes, the stories we hear changes our DNA, our structure of the DNA. It changes the way we will hand down our inheritance, our values to our kids, the story we show them, right? So if you understand that we are humans that evolved by DNA and storytelling, because it changes the way we look at things, you'll understand why the smile is so important to me. So here I am last night, I'm talking to my dad, and he's got beautiful, beautiful blue eyes. And he looks at me with his eyes, and he smiles. And I got it. Right? I didn't see the judgment, I didn't see the do's, I didn't see the to-do list that I didn't see the regret that I didn't perform and meet his expectation. I didn't see that. I saw for the first time his smile and his eyes. I saw for the first time what he had given me. Hope. Right? He had given me the delusional optimism so I could give that to you. He had given me positiveness and optimism and faith so I could give that to my kids, so they could give that to their kids. And it's contagious. Yeah. So if you think you're done doing because life is dealing you some cards, don't forget the power of the smile and the eyes. Because when you invest in love, it's never a waste of time. Yeah. You always have something to give, in this life. Yeah. So thank you, Dad. And thank you for chiming in. This was a tough one for me. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a blessed day.